right, welcome to our second community game of the day. Looks like they've set themselves up on Arena. So that's interesting. That immediately changes things a bit because that changes everything. That
changes like the whole game
changes
plan
all the
for
things.
Sudden Death. Wow. So we're not going to obviously see any standard build orders here because it is Sudden Death. We've got 1 TC per player. Yep. Once the TC's gone, you're out of the game. So
something I've noticed immediately, which don't you think that the players are a little bit close together?
What size map is this?
It's size 6. That's not an 8-player map. That's a 6-player map.
Did you know that's my shoe size?
Well, now I do. You've got very small feet if you're size 6.
No, my size, the size 8.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say. So yeah, they're playing on a smaller map, which makes it interesting because obviously there's less rush distance, which probably counteracts the fact that everyone starts with walls in Arena. Yeah. Which is quite nice.
So let's just take a quick look at the civs. I want to see what the most powerful civs are for Sudden Death right now.
Yeah, sure. Let's go through from blue and then go clockwise from blue. Okay.
Yeah. Right, let's go.
So Superlist go Britons.
Can't build another TC.
Archers, a little bit there.
Yeah, let's
They've got great archers, but they're lacking the siege, really, aren't they? That's the problem. Yeah.
Exactly.
Seaberg.
Persians. Can't really do a Persian douche.
Yeah, delete your TC. Oh, wait, I'm defeated. Oops. That's the kind of thing I'd do, to be honest. I'd make that mistake.
Yeah, same. Persians, I don't think there's anything standing out to me about that. Persians, war elephants.
Well, I mean, if he can get war elephants, the problem with war elephants is they're so expensive.
Yeah.
And since you can't do a 4 TC boom, which you would typically do
for the
elephants, you can't really go for that route unless you get to the super late game. They could be great, but I mean, you don't see elephants all that often in team games anyway.
What is a super late game for Sudden Death?
Super late game for Sudden Death is when you get to 200 pop, I would say.
2 hours later.
Yeah, 2 hours later. Right, let's go to north. Dahis Daisy, she's playing in yellow. I love this.
I think that's decent. I think that's decent being the Turks.
Turks best civ. I've been saying this since 2015.
And no one's believed it until
this moment in time. Oh no, she's lost a villager. Quickly, look away. We've got Goofy.
It didn't happen. There we go. Nice ball here. Huns. Nothing really stands out for that for me other than the savings. Oh no.
Tarkans. You saw it last game.
Yeah.
You literally said last game, oh, those Tarkans are a bit good.
Huns, man. These Tarkans are going to go wild. Goofy didn't really get the best sheep.
Huns go wild.
The next thumbnail.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, Goofy's a good player as well. He's quite high rated. The Tarkans are an option. I mean, the Huns, they get Siege Ram. They don't have good onagers, though, because they don't get the onager upgrade. They're stuck on Mangonel. That's fine, though. If he does go Tarkans, I don't know. I feel like Siege Ram, Cavalry Archer might be a bit of a safer option.
I think it's probably the most, it's definitely the safest approach.
But he might want a castle to defend anyway. I think it would be valuable for everyone to get a castle at some point because you need to defend.
Absolutely. I think Goofy actually does need this castle. If you take a look at where his resources are, they're not.
Oh yeah, they're all forward, aren't they? They're all against the wall. That's a bit risky for him. But what about Pete? Pete's in the green. He's off to the east. He's got the Franks. Oh, I'm not sure about that. The Franks get bombard cannon.
They do.
So that's not too bad. Their siege is a little bit lackluster other than that, though. But of course they have great paladins. But again, kind of expensive. And late game. I'm thinking we might see some Castle Age action from people trying to get some early game snipes.
Oh, absolutely. From Pete, definitely. Pete is, what was his rating? I think he's like 1800 Vubly. He's around
He's pretty good, so yeah.
I'm expecting that he's either going to go straight for Goofy or he's going to go for
I think this Eastern block here is going to be quite exciting because Goofy, Pete, and then Robo in the purple, they're all good players. They're all very good players. I think Robo's probably the best player, and he's got the Mongols. I mean, come on. Well, of all the civs, he gets the Mongols.
Super siege.
Great siege and great hunt bonus for the early game as well. So he's going to be off to a flying start either way.
Yep, definitely.
And then in the bottom of the map, we've got Daunt Rush.
Khmer. They're an interesting civ. Yeah, he's going to have a pretty... I guess it gives him the advantage with his quicker up times. Right,
well, I mean, they don't upgrade faster, but they don't need the buildings. So he doesn't have to build a market blacksmith to go up to the castle age. So he can save a lot of wood and then therefore do it a lot faster.
Would a fast Imperial help out here?
Yes, I think if you were to fast imp, you could get a treb out, and then you could use that to very quickly kill. You'd have to protect your treb, but let's see. I mean, he's against Robo, who's the Mongols. Trying to think what he would support the treb with. You see. But I think it's an option. I think a fast imp would be a good play from our grey player.
I think so.
And then, of course, we've got T-West in the teal.
Malay.
Tarkan West here, or Teal West.
Teal West. Malay, they get the free no gold militia line, right?
They get the unique tech which removes the cost of gold on their two-handed swordsman.
Do you think we're going to see that this game?
Could be an option, but I think quicker up times is going to definitely benefit him. If you're in T-West's position, I think you'd probably want to go for Super Lisco. I think he's the better player here. So fast up and then attack your neighbor as quickly as you can, most likely. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, we've got Robo going up to the feudal age first. That's no surprise. He's been pushing in the deer. He's been a busy robot, and he's even opened a hole in his wall to push those deer. And yeah, I mean, he'll probably just fast castle off the back of that, since he's at 24 vils. Oh, he's actually throwing down a barracks, though, which means that he's probably thinking about doing a blacksmith and then maybe a stable or an archery range.
Possibly,
to
but
go forward from there.
I'm not. Why would he go for the stable straight away? What do you think his game plan is?
Well, I mean, it helps you to get a bit of map control and put some early aggression on. If you want to support your petards with something, then it's a good idea to have something to support them with, and there's the stable.
I suppose so. I won't be too surprised if Robo actually goes for most of the relics on this map. I completely forgot that you still do get relics on Sudden Death.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, at the moment, he's not doing a typical sort of relic build because he'll want to make some knights or light cav when he gets to the castle age.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he does there. Next person up will be Goofy, and let's see what he's going to do. It looks like it'll just be Market Blacksmith from him. And at the moment, I don't see him on stone.
Which is a surprise. Considering his map, that's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, well, I'm curious if we can see anyone on stone at the moment. And I see only Super Lisco.
I think Super Lisco has to go on stone. His civ is such a drawback in this matchup that I think he needs that castle for the extra protection.
Well,
right?
Super Lisco is the only player on stone here. Like, he's the only one, and I'm curious as to see whether or not he goes for an offensive or defensive castle. I think defensive on this right side could be quite good.
Would make more sense, yeah, definitely.
Because, he's kind of in the corner, and he's next to T-West, who's obviously a very strong player. If I am midget and Hammer Giant, I'm just on a lower chair. I'm not on a gaming chair.
No, I'm actually 2 feet higher than Zach.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hide the fact that I'm actually very short. Yeah, I'm low down. I'm feeling low now. I'm just gonna sink off here and just You can't see me anymore.
Hide and cast.
You can't see me now. The screen obscures everything. All right, this is really uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna break my back.
I think we do definitely need one of these chairs up here. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, the reason is because we've got 3 chairs over there, haven't we?
True.
Right, so Seaberg did have the highest score a second ago, but now it's Goofy. Look at this, though. Robo will be the first up to the castle age. Let's take a quick look at him once again. It looks like he is going for light cav. I want to press... I can't... I'm holding a microphone, so I can't actually use my hotkeys, which is annoying. But no, he's going to go for some knights. He's just made an extra scout as Pete is inside of his base, and he's trying to raid a little bit, see what he can do. I think he's actually trapped in now because Robo's walled up with the houses. And it looks like he will actually go for the monastery as well. So he will grab the relics, which is typically quite sensible to do if you are taking map control with the stable.
Well, and also considering the fact that you're going to have less fills on gold in sudden death because you can't get the extra TC
That's
down.
True, yes, that's true. So yeah, we've got Pete now also up to the castle age. And look at what Pete's doing. Pete is a little bit paranoid, I would say. Paranoid Pete in the green. He's walling behind his stone wall with palisade. Let Let me try and do this. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Why might Paranoid Pete palisade behind his walls?
How many palisade could a Pete palisade if a Pete could palisade?
Palisades.
Palisades.
How many palisades could a Paranoid Pete palisade if a Paranoid Pete could palisade palisades?
I don't know. How many palisades could Pete palisade if he had palisades to
I'll tell you what.
palisade?
A Paranoid Pete could palisade as many palisades as a Paranoid Pete could palisade if a Paranoid Pete could palisade.
Parasades.
Anyway, he's paranoid that he's going to get some kind of siege tower drop. So he's walled up behind it.
That is what Robo did to me in the other game. This makes sense now. Double walls would stop something like that. Well, apart from this bit here.
I'm turning my mic down, guys.
Hasn't finished.
I'm getting a bit rowdy over here.
The tongue twisters, man. We love them.
Right, so I've totally lost my train of thought. Dehis, she's going to be the last one up to the feudal age. A second behind Super Lisco. It looks like she's heavily on the gold, and she's immediately dropping down a castle. I'm wondering if she maybe bought some stone to do that. Because Turk's gold mining bonus, they can buy the stone. Exactly. It's quite good.
She would have used the market to do that. That's for sure. I think what happens a lot of the time in sudden death is that people forget they're playing sudden death. And then when they hit Castle Age, that's when they realize they can't build the other TC. And then then they're like, oh, actually,
time for plan B. It looks like we've got a fast imp from Seaberg, though. We called the fast imp. One player that we thought would do it would be Daunt in the grey. He's building a castle right now in the south. It's actually Seaberg going for that fast imp, and that's actually very fast. 18 minutes, 19 minutes, and he's already halfway up. So that's quite impressive from Orange. I'm actually excited for this game. I think we're going to have a really exciting game with a lot of very high skilled players here.
Yeah,
This will be good. This will be good. Let me know if the mic's better now. I was getting a bit excited about Paranoid Pete. I want to do that again. If it clips out, I want it.
Here we go. We got some alliteration from Hamu3l.
Paranoid Pete probably pops his palisades, preferably preferring for present pushing. Does that say preparing, not preferring? Oops. Yeah, I love a good tongue twister. Throw them at us, and we'll give it our best shot. So it looks like. Do you remember Brangelina?
Brangelina?
You know, when Angelina Jolie got married to Brad Pitt, they called them Brangelina.
I don't remember that being a thing.
Right. Well, apparently we're now Zackham.
Zackham.
Didn't the Beckhams have one as well? I can't know because they got married.
Well, she was called... Which Spice Girl was
she? She was Posh, wasn't she?
Posh and Beck.
Posh and Becks, yeah.
Was it? Posh and Beck?
Posh and Becks.
Sounds more like a drink, to be honest.
Posh and Becks, Zach and Ham. We're rivaling the best out here.
Better watch out.
Oh, right. So there's not really a lot of action going on so far. Robo's actually made some camels. He's escorting his monks back. Don't worry, those monks did not pay for that escort. And he's got one relic in the bank. The second one's coming in. And the third one will probably be on the way fairly soon because he's out there looking for that as well in the north.
I think we should just take a quick look at what's going on in this east side here.
East side.
And
we'll check the west side afterwards.
West side is the best.
West side is the best side.
That's Ali G, man.
West side. I love Ali G. Right, we'll take a look at the east side. Well, the east side's kind of quiet because everyone's just doing their own thing. They're not really attacking each other at the moment. Which is good because it means we're going to get a longer game. It does, however, look like Goofy's castle is in range of Daisy's wall, and she is going to come under fire pretty soon. However, if you check inside that castle there, let's see what she's got. You can shift-click on a player and change their perspective.
Yes.
She's got some Janissary. Janissary are actually really good at taking out mangonels and things like that. So if Goofy does decide to push with some siege, then the mangonels will probably get taken out, and you can see he's got a mangonel there. He's also going for Tarkin's house.
Yeah, there's the Tarkin.
There they are.
Doing quite... I want to see how much damage they can do against this wall. There is only a little bit left. He's going for the panic wall across Oriko here. I don't think that's... Oh, she actually has...
She's going to get it.
Yeah, she's walled up all the way across. I didn't actually
Strong
see
keys.
Strong keys.
Strong keys. She needs a counter Mangonel. That's what she needs. That will help to hold out. And because she's got the Janissary, if she can bring them behind, she can pick off the Tarkans quite well as well. Obviously, with 17 attack damage, that Pierce armor isn't really doing much for them.
8 range, 17 attack. These Tarkans won't stand a chance, but there is this Mangonel here, and
I don't think the
I don't think he's
no!
Come on.
The crucial thing here is that the Janissary outranged the Mangonel, so they can pick it off. Like I said before, it's quite easy for them, and you saw that there. She tanked a Mangonel shot, and not only that, but the Mangonel does 40 damage. The Janissary has 2 melee armor right now, so that means the Mangonel will do 38 damage versus the 44 HP.
So this is why Janissaries are so good.
Janissaries are so good on Arena for that reason.
Wow.
Because they're really good if you go for an aggressive push. Look though, her castle is on fire. Why? Why oh why? Because Seaberg has a BBC.
Oh boy.
And he's firing it at Daisy's castle.
This is why Seaberg went for the Fast Imperial now. I completely forgot the Persians tech tree for Siege. I completely forgot that they even get bomb cannons.
Well, the irony here is that the Fast Imp is working against the Turks, which is the traditional Fast Imp sim, right? But Daisy's pushing out with Janissaries.
The Janissaries. She's gonna probably get some decent range here.
Well, she's doing a good job of avoiding them. She's splitting even. Look, she's doing the splits. Oh no, this is she doesn't want to stand still.
Oh boy, and those shots on the Janissaries there. That wasn't a good trade to take.
Don't tank a BBC. That's a big bad costly mistake.
That's so good.
Oh, and we've got some action on the left side as well. Superlisco pushing in on Twest here, but Twest is so far dead. He was eliminated. I was going to say, so far he's fine. No, Travis is dead.
We go back and we just realised that Superlisco has completely
I was like, Superlisco's retreating. The castle is still alive. T-West must be fine. I scrolled down, his TC was gone. So Travis will be the first casualty in our sudden death game. Good job, Superlisco. Robo also being quite quiet. It looks like he's just digging in for the long haul, getting to that
you say this, but you just missed that he got conscription. So I think he's going to start pumping out some good units soon. He's now putting down a siege workshop. Generally, it's quite hard for me to tell what players are doing in Imperial Age. So if you can tell me what you think Robo's approach is here.
Robo's going for the one of everything strat. As you can see on your screen, he's got 1 monastery, 1 siege workshop, 1 barracks, 1 stable, 1 archery range, 1 blacksmith, and 1 castle ham.
Do you think it makes more sense to do this over doing like 5 different stables, considering that it's such a...
No. The reason he's got 1 of each building is because the Mangyadai take 1 million upgrades. You need the stable for bloodlines and husbandry. You need the archery range for Parthian tactics and thumb ring. You need the blacksmith for all the blacksmith stuff. You need the barracks to build the archery range and stable. You need the castle to upgrade them. And then obviously you need the siege workshop to make the Ferrari Rams.
That's 6 buildings. That's why Mangadai are...
best.
They're a very good unit, but it takes 6.
Oh, and then you obviously need the university as well, but that's not seen, not pictured in the front of Robo's base. Robo's digging in. Looks like Pete's digging in as well. Frank's for him. He's an imp. He's got the halbs out. He's against Robo, so he's probably thinking some halbs, probably a reasonable meat shield, but only if he goes for cavalry, so they're not going to be too effective. There's not a lot I think the Franks can do here unless he goes for paladin. That's his big problem.
Oh, but it looks like Denise is about to... Oh, she's not even repairing a TC. She's given up.
And that's our second casualty.
He's out of the game.
We live up north now, so...
Casualty.
That's
the next casualty.
That's the next one. Let's see where Seaberg goes next.
Let's see what he's up to.
What's he up to? Up to north, up to road.
Up yonder.
Up yonder. It looked like he beat Goofy to the chase there. Goofy's going in, and he's like, well, what am I? I'm standing like a lemon. You know, Goofy's just got the Tarkans and never got the opportunity to strike. But that means that Seaberg will be changing his attention to somebody else, and that's somebody else. I mean, hint, look at the scoreboard. If you ever wonder who should I attack next, usually it's the person with the highest score. It also looks like in the south, Down Rush, starting to build up those Khmer-ish ballista elephants.
Oh,
love them.
The dream. I was, you know what? I was hoping that he would make them.
Oh yeah.
But he has, and you know what's amazing about these ballista elephants is the fact that
Tell me.
They can cut through wood.
They can.
Can you imagine if you went through this wood line?
Just wait right around the side.
Go all the way around this wood line. Get a few trebs in there.
Well,
T-West is
it would
already
work
dead.
if he was alive.
But let me reiterate. Go around the other way to Robo. I mean, what? Yeah. There's maybe 30.
It's like 4 trees if you go around the edge.
Yeah, I think it's doable.
Oh, it is doable for sure. But he needs upgrades. He's only got they're very expensive. Mm-hmm. We talked about this being the issue for Seaberg here. The expensive Persian war elephants just make them unviable.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about the ballista elephants is that if you do get a lot of them and get them upgraded, they are strong. Like a bear.
Like a bear.
I mean, like elephant. They are very, very strong. And he's just going to stay at home for now. Robo's scouted that, though. He's got his scout cavalry in front. He might see them. And for now, he's going for Mangala. He's rolling out, actually. He is rolling out because Pete has launched an offensive against Robo on the eastern side. He's got the Petards coming in. They immediately... Well, I mean, everything's gone wrong for Pete, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, I don't...
Sorry, Pete.
Sorry, Pete, but I don't think Halbs were going to cut... It was a good guess. Considering the fact that Robo was Mongols, I think... I take that back, actually. I think Pete could have maybe thought that out a little bit more and realised that Robo May was...
I mean, the problem is Paladin is so much more expensive.
Yeah,
and
sure.
The question, can he afford them? Well, interestingly, Pete has 57 villagers and Robo has 57 as well. So that means economically they are on par.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, Pete's just gone for this Halb tech, which I'm not sure about. Looks like Goofy, though, cleaning up in the north. He's taken out the bombard cannons from Seaberg. Seaberg did a good job. He took down a castle and was about to move in for the TC, but the Tarkans there coming in full force, just lacking the +4 attack, but they've got all the defensive upgrades, Ham.
Yeah, they are a mighty strong unit. I've always underestimated...
As you found out last game.
I have always underestimated the Tarkans. What's interesting, though, is that if you look at Pete's eco... Okay, so he's made these Halbs, but he's got 1.3...
You mean Paranoid Pete?
Paranoid Pete. He's made all these Halbs, right? Mm-hmm. But he's got 1.4k gold in the bank.
Yeah.
What is he going to do with that?
Well, he's going to spend it on something, I
Iron
assume.
casting. He's getting iron casting now. Maybe he's going to transition into Paladin?
Should we play a little game? The game is Guess Pete's Birthday.
He's not the same age as me. He's 23. So
But what's his birthday?
7th of August. 21st of January.
Close, though.
Oh, is that
very close? I mean, there is a clue in the game. And talk into your mic as well. There is a clue. Oh, wait, I see a blue.
I don't know what this clue is.
Oh, Seaberg. And dead.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Super Lisco, Britain's OP.
Britain Trebs, man. They're accurate AF.
Ah, because of the tech, right?
Well, they're accurate anyway. Wirewolf does give them 100% accuracy, so that's good stuff. Now, Seaberg there obviously got caught with his pants down, really, because he attacked Goofy, got cleaned up, had no reserves back at home, and just got rear-ended by Super Lisco there.
It's basically what happened. It is basically what happened there. Oh,
just to clarify, Pete's birthday is the 26th of January, 1996.
I've always wondered why his number is 26196. When I meet him, every time I've met Pete in person, I've called him by his full username.
Paranoid Pete, right?
Yeah, Paranoid Pete. How you doing, Parasite Paranoid Pete? No, and I've always wondered that number.
Yeah.
Now you know all his passwords.
You know what it means. Yeah, that's his pin number as well.
His pin number is
2601.
his suitcase
I
combination.
don't know where he lives. He lives on 26 First Street, 1996ville. Alright, anyway, I don't know what he's trying to do here. Pushing into the Mangudite. Choke point for days. Obviously, Robo is going to lose the castle, but he will stop these halbs from getting through.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much mincing them.
No
now,
doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Pete's still going with these halbs, though. They are fully upgraded, but I'm still very confused.
It means nothing. The upgrades mean nothing right now.
The upgrades mean nothing, but perhaps maybe he's holding on to this
Robo! He's backlining the Trebs!
Oh!
Attack bonus versus Trebuchets. Thank you very much. And he's going to take them out. Do you know that Mangadai have an attack bonus versus Petards?
Is that serious?
Yes. Because Petards are technically siege units, and therefore Mangadai have an attack bonus against them.
The more you know.
Like every other siege unit. One Trebuchet managed to survive, and Robo, leaving his base now to clean up the halbs, has left the hole open. Any hole is a goal, and Pete here is going to run through, and is he going to block it? He has blocked it with his Treb. Rip Pete. I mean, of all the places to deploy your Trebuchet, there is not the place. Because he needed to take that opportunity to get in, and he slowed himself down. He's wasted some Petards, and he's going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, there we go. Cleaned up by the Mangadais. Well, nice attempt by Pete. So,
well, I mean, he was the aggressor, so yeah, nice attempt.
Yeah, it was a nice attempt.
Oh, look in the north. Look in the north. Goofy using a monk to convert Daisy's villagers because he's only got one TC, so he can't boom. So he's making monks to convert the village of his. That's a 200 IQ play right there.
Monks are very
spectacular.
I never thought about that. I never thought about using monks in sudden death just to gain more villagers. That's a great idea.
The more you know. Right, so on the left side, Superlisco is just massing up his longbows. Against Ballista Elephants, it's tough.
It's tough, but think of the range that elite longbowmen get, especially with the castle upgrade. Right, you've got 10 range.
Oh yeah,
up against a unit that.
Well, it's 12 range if they're fully upgraded.
Well, yeah, exactly. 12 range up against a unit that can only do 6.
But it's an elephant, Ham.
You know what? You're right.
But it's an elephant. What's the point? No, you're right though. They will be outranged, and obviously the elephants are quite slow. But eventually they'll close the gap, and hopefully, Daunt will be able to tank enough. Robo now researching drill and siege ram, so he's going to be sending those out fairly soon. Pete's looking for another attack on the right side with the Petards. Right side, right, bit more right, up a bit,
I'm missing it.
Where are you going? There he is.
Casting. Okay, right. So
and I think his strat now is just run enough Petards in, but I don't think that's going to work.
I think that's going to cut it, to be honest.
He's going to need at least, what is this? He's going to need at least 10 times more Petards than this.
I don't even think it would be that. I think it would be like 20 times more.
Maybe.
At least 30.
I like how Goofy's red in the north is just starting to spread more as he converts more and more villas. Goofy is a genius. If you look at the villager counts, he's ahead of Robo by 23 vills.
That's not bad considering that we're 45 minutes in game at the moment.
Oh, the Ballista Elephants! They're moving out! And Superlisco, all he can do is run away. That's going to cost him his trebs.
And now this is where we're going to see if elephants are any good against these British longbowmen.
Answer, yes.
Definitively.
Superlisco is doing yeoman, which will give him the +6 range. And he's doing some halbs, which... Well, they're dead. Classic Superlisco. What can you do as the Britons against this? That's the question. There is no answer. I think the best play as the Britons is to get 50 trebuchets, research Warwolf, and then just try and kill them with trebs, because you can't make anything else that can actually deal with these guys. Maybe throw some capped rams in there for good measure.
The Britons don't get good tech upgrades with the monks either, right?
Britons don't have the best monks. I mean, monks would be a viable option in any case because, well, elephants, but... yeah, I mean, I guess Daunt is falling back anyway because he's fighting under 2 castles, which is never a good plan.
It's never a good plan, but he could have brought some trebs.
He needs to follow with Siege, you're right. Yeah,
he needs to follow up with Siege. Now he's going to go back and realise that he's forgot. Oh, he's forgot about the rams that are in his eco right now.
Oh, snap! Oh, snap! That's why he's going back. He's trying to repair. Robo gets the kill. And how did he cut through? Was it an onager? Was it the...
Yes, look.
Oh my god, yes, he used an onager to cut through. Brilliant plays
No
by the Robo.
way.
And I don't know, I mean, maybe Robo got a hunch that Dount was pushing out. I mean, I wanted to see Dount, like, kill Superlisco here, but nope. Superlisco has been given a second chance.
A second chance to be able to...
Oh, look at the north!
Oh, there's so much
Pete's
stuff going
moving
on.
out! Pete's moving out here, look on the mini-map, Ham, look on the mini-map.
Yeah, there we go. Tarkans, elite Tarkans.
Maybe I should have been in this seat.
I should have been in this one.
It's okay. Those Tarkans are mobilizing, and Pete just lost so many petards there. He's like, I just want to petard someone. Well, to be honest, I think if you want to petard someone, you've got to do it early game, not
make
now.
helps. Yeah.
Not when there's 76 Tarkans on the map.
On your doorstep. Knock, knock, Pete.
He tried
Knock,
to kill Robo, but Robo's Robo. So GG for Pete, he says. I think Pete is pretty dead. Yeah, I mean, right now those Tarkans are a pretty unstoppable force, I'd say.
Yeah, they're mincing their way through Pete's buildings right now. This castle going down in the next few seconds. Next stop will be the gates. And next stop after
That's
that
a
will
big
be...
yikes from me, Chief. That's a lot of Tarkans
That
right
is
there.
a big yikes from
me.
me.
Will's in the casting booth like, right, I'm ending the stream.
He's
That's it. If the stream goes off now, sorry.
Zach's memeing too
Wait, was it?
too
No, Will
hard.
doesn't mind that. It's Robo who's got the problem with it. Well, Robo doesn't like that.
Well, Robo can't
Well,
hear
Robo
him
can't do
anyway.
anything about it. So.
He's playing.
Well, I'm wondering what Robo is going to do about the about the Tarkans here.
Mangadai versus Tarkans, pretty easy.
Oh wait, why is the screen? Oh,
I just saw a scoreboard.
yeah,
on the screen.
he made it go black. Good job, Will. Right, anyway, Goofy's pushing in. Now, the nice thing here for Robo, he's got a good choke point.
Yeah,
they're not,
exactly.
they're not just surrounding him. He can't get a surround. He's probably trading reasonably favorably here. Look at the KD, for instance.
Yeah, 114 to 34.
Now-
We've got Goofy
Yeah.
half. It's not
Goofy's
too
KD
bad,
is,
but it's,
is looking pretty solid as well, but I mean they're just so tanky. 8 Pierce armor, man. 8 Pierce armor, Pierce, and 170 HP. They will. I think they'll get cleaned up, but the Trebs are coming in from the side as well, picking off the buildings. Robo won't get space to breathe here, and that's going to be a problem. Not to mention the fact that Goofy is taking all of Daisy's resources in the north, and he's got an extra 34 villagers.
Let's take a quick look at that. Wow.
Quick math on stream.
Goofy has wallowed all of those, all of Daisy's villagers here. Didn't just realize that Robo is just taken out of all of Goofy's Trebs there, so favorable trade for Robo there after taking out all those Tarkans as well.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is though, it's going to be difficult for him to sort of stabilize. I think if Goofy just keeps up the pressure, eventually he'll overwhelm him. He's got a few idle Tarkans in the middle of the map, or just outside of his walls, which he could use. And he's already got a lot more military in production as well.
Yeah.
So I think this will work well for Goofy, not to mention the fact Superlisco is starting to clean up Downrush's castles and slowly push forward as well. So again, for the second game in a row, it might be the Tarkans cleaning house, but I think Goofy needs to use some Trebs to take out these walls and stop sending his units through the tiny choke
I
points.
think the mistake that Goofy's making here is sending them one by one, or at least in large groups. He needs to take advantage of the extra room he's got to be able to build now,
He
right?
should build some forward stables.
Exactly.
He should build some forward siege. Well, maybe forward siege is hard, but Trebs will definitely work.
At least something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
At least something.
Trebs are his best choice here because Rams still died to the Mangadai. But yeah, I mean, he's overwhelming Robo eventually. More Tarkans coming in from the east side, look. And I think Robo is going to be out of this game fairly soon. The TC is walled up, but once those Mangadai are dead, the Trebs can come in and the TC will go down. I don't think Robo can hold much longer. He's got an Onager here. That's not going to do anything. He didn't even manage to fire it. And once that castle goes down, I think Robo's dead. I think he's dead. Like I say, he's just going to get overwhelmed. Look at the military count. 50 military for Goofy, 23 for Robo. The Mangadai are in decline, and that Trebuchet is packing up and moving on forward to attack the TC next.
Yeah.
So I think that's a G to the G from Row to the bow, and Goofy is winning.
Goofy's on
this
one
I
right
mean,
now.
But look.
Oh, they're moving out right now. Goofy's got to act. Goofy's got to act fast right now.
Well, he's got to be very careful not to get backstabbed, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Robo took out the Treb though with one of the
There
rams.
is one
So
left.
Goofy must have.
Yeah, he's got one left, but he's not moving it in time.
There we go, he's got
Look
it.
at the siege. Look at the. Look
They're
at
so
the speed.
fast. They're faster than the Tarkans. How is that possible? Do you know what they do? Instead of putting men in the siege rams, they actually put horses in the siege rams.
It makes sense.
That's the only way they can move that fast. But look, it's like the wild goose chase here.
It got away, but take a look on the doorstep of Goofy's base.
Oh, here we go.
He's got to
Traps for days. And oh no, this is really worrying because I think Goofy's the only player here that can kill Robo. I don't know if the Britons would have such a good opportunity, but Goofy has reacted. His Tarkans are here. He's going to take out the Trebs very quickly as they're taking fire from 2 castles, and they might just shoot 1, 2, 3 shots, but it's not going to be enough. That TC will survive.
Immediately now repairing, and the Tarkans, they are so good in this matchup.
They're so good.
They're so good.
What aren't they good at? I mean, we need to see more of this. Are we not playing... We are playing the expansions, so I don't know why he's not done Marauders and made stables, but I guess he needs the castles for defense anyway.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so interestingly, Goofy does defend. I think that puts Goofy in a great position now to win the game because, like I said at the start, I don't think the Britons are a very good civ here, and we're seeing why. Exactly.
Yeah. And now it looks like Superlisco is going for the Howl play, bringing back his longbows and his only Treb. Out of how many did he send? Maybe 7?
Yeah. You know, I think the only way that Superlisco can win this is to not die. I don't think he has a win condition. I think he has a not lose condition.
Not lose condition.
Like basically, he can sit at his castles with like as many Trebs as he can manage and as many longbows as he can manage till he's got 200 pop, and then he can sit there and hold. I don't think he can realistically push into anyone unless he gets sneaky and tries some slide tactics.
I don't think he's going to go for the sneak approach. Take a look at what he's researching right now. Play barding armor.
Hello.
Guard tower and
but Robo's base. The Tarkans are in again. And
causing havoc.
We're waiting for that Treb to make it over here, and he can start to just finish off Robo. I think. I say, start to finish off Robo. Finishing off Robo.
Yeah, he's finishing, putting the final nail in the coffin.
Robo, bow your ropes gently down the stream.
And how did Robo just delete his TC?
I think he did. He called GG, and
there we go. Robo calling GG on that one, and it looks like the final fight is now going to be between Goofy and Superlisco. Britons versus was it again Huns? It's going to be an interesting matchup. I suspect that Superlisco is going to go into cavalry right now.
Here he is. Robo's coming over.
Along. What happened, man?
Well, we know what happened.
It was pretty clear. I had no eco left. Not enough men guy to stop him. He was eventually just going to overwhelm me.
Oh yes. The Tarkans, second game in a row now.
Well, yeah, they're clearly incredibly strong versus any civs that focus on ranged units.
Yeah.
And here we go. We got a battle. Move the camera. There we go.
Yeah, because I was thinking about going for camels or something to counter it, but it's not really worth it versus the Briton player that I know that's making longbows and halberds in the back. Like, even if I defend against the Tarkans, I'm then screwed versus Superlisco.
So we've got Superlisco switching into halbs now, and Britons get fully upgraded halbs, which is nice, and they get great trebs. And I think at this point, this is where Goofy switches gears a little bit and goes into some ranged units of his own. Actually, you know, I said earlier on, you know, that the Britons might struggle, but this is actually a really solid combo.
Yeah, I was about to say,
with halbs
absolutely.
and longbow.
Yeah,
I think the switch from Goofy is too late. I think Goofy will die here, and I had Goofy pinned as the favourite, to be honest. But oh yeah, Goofy's making a play. Look in the south. We've got Tarkans coming over, Trebs moving over as well, and it looks like he's going for the backstab. We'll see if he can make it. I think he can make it. This is going to be really close. Keep a close eye on both TCs. The Trebs from Superlisco are attacking the castles right now.
Attacking the first 4
But the
castles.
Tarkans can go straight in. I don't know why they're not. Oh, Superlisco's realised he's closing up the hole, but he could go through, but for whatever reason, Goofy attacking the barracks, that is not the play, and it looks like those Trebs will be able to move forward in time to take out this TC. The backstab attempt, cleaned up, shut down, and I think that will be a Superlisco victory right there.
The last castle to get through to be able to get to the TC. I think Goofy's got around 20 seconds to react here to be able to get at least a kill, but
he's not.
Tarkan's taking out.
It's over.
Yeah, taking out the random.
That's it. The TC's going down.
TC going down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
2 more hits.
5, 6, and GG.
GG. There
It's
we
over.
go.
It's over.
Wow.
Well played to Super Lisco. That was a strong performance.
Right at the start of the game, what did I say about the Britons? We were both.
Well,
like,
this is the problem, right? The problem is that Goofy went for all Tarkans. If he'd have gone for Cav Archers as well as Tarkans, he probably wouldn't have died in the end of the game there.
Perhaps, but
you're right. We were a bit on the fence about the Britons.
I just didn't think Super Lisco would play them like that. I really didn't expect that. But
I think that's reasonable. I think you played really well.
Yeah.
And he stalled out. He didn't get attacked early on, which was good for him, because if you remember, Seaberg went north to kill Daisy, and he was attacking T-West very quickly.
Yeah.
So he was able to defend himself very nicely and fortify up. That bought him the time to get all the techs he needed and continue on from there.
It's a shame. Well, it's a shame that Dawn Rush never went for the approach chopping through the wood to get to someone else's TC, right?
Yeah.
It's a shame we never got to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see a bit more from Down Rush, but he did get backstabbed from Robo with the cut through the trees, which was pretty nice. He did well there. But yeah, all in all, I think Goofy played great. I think he probably could have won, but kudos to Super Lisco for pulling it out the bag.
Yeah.
Goofy probably could have gotten away with that backstab if he actually tried to run through instead of attacking the barracks and giving Super Lisco the heads up.
I think maybe he just got distracted at the end of the game, but that goes to show you never go full Tarkin.
Never go full petard. Never go full Tarkin either. Anyway, GG's. We are going to go over to the sofa now. I'm going to give you this microphone, and you're going to grab Robo and Will, and I'll get back to the control room, and you guys can take over. There's another microphone here. You can pass that to someone, and you can take this one off me as well.
I'm going to go discuss some things and have a quick break in the living room and have a chat with you guys also in the Twitch chat. So we'll see you there.